Hello everybody and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure Wave Hercules. We have Hercules displayed in the front window with just his name at the bottom, but we do get an Avengers logo at the top. We have some artwork here on the side of Hercules, and then on the back we get that same artwork. Down here we do have all the other figures needed in this wave to complete the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, and at the top we do have the read-up. An immortal champion of Olympus, Hercules uses his immense strength to battle evil and protect the world. And down here at the bottom, we have the UPC code, so you can check with your local retailer to see if they have this in stock. But enough about that. Let's get this open and take a look at Hercules. And here is Hercules outside of his packaging, and they did a really great job getting us plenty of accessories for him, and I think they did a good job with the overall sculpt as well with this figure. So actually I'm pretty excited, and I think it's cool to get him as far as the role that he's played in some of the modern Marvel comics. So I think it was about time that we got this figure for some of our Avengers setups. He does come with the Armored Thanos head for the Build-A-Figure piece, which we'll take a look at once we build the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure himself. But first we're going to take a look at all these accessories that he comes with, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at Hercules himself. So we do get some pretty cool accessories with Hercules here. So first of all, we do get two pairs of hands. We get these fisted hands, which are pretty self-explanatory. And then you do get these weapon gripping hands here, and you get that for each side, so he can hold both weapons. And like any other Marvel Legend, just pop those right in there. And then he does get a sword and this mace, which I think actually came out pretty good. So looking at the mace first, really cool design there. You can see all the cracks and everything like that and chips in it, so it looks like a very much used weapon. And then the design on the hilt and everything looks good. And you get some, again, great detailing in there. So very, very cool looking. I really like that one. And that does just fit in to his hand. There we go. Maybe. Well, might have to spread his fingers out a little bit. There we go. And that fits in just fine. And then he does also have the spot in the back. With a little force, you do have to get that end, kind of push it through. But once you get it through, there we go. Now it is loose on the rest of the way, but then it does sit like this if you wanted to. I suppose you could have it going the other way, but I think that's going to look silly. Let's see here. And even though I know having it with the mace end first isn't the most battle ready, but I feel like going in this way, first of all, it won't hold, so it just kind of drapes down like that. And then, obviously, he wouldn't be able to pull it out from this way anyway, so I don't think that's how it's meant to go. And then taking a look, though, at his sword. So we do get some similar design there where we see all the little chips and nicks in the sword, which I think came out very cool. And then you just get a nice-looking hilt with some good paint on there. And then, again, that is going to fit into one of his gripping hands without much issue. And then on the back, he does also have a slot for the sword to go in. And since the sword does get narrow here, if you go down all the way, which you can, it's fine. It does get loose. If you want it to stick out a little bit, then you can do that. So not a problem there, though. But yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and take a look now at Hercules. And taking a look at Hercules up close, I think we get a really cool looking head sculpt here, and man, we get some really blue eyes there as well, which actually on this one looks like they came out pretty good. I have a few spots on his beard there where it looks like some of the paint might be missing, but otherwise still looks really good. You do get a little bit of a bendy material here for the headpiece as far as at least at the cheek goes, so it's not all molded right onto the face, which is kind of cool. And the hair looks pretty cool, with the exception, of course, he does have that man bun going. But I think that's good. It definitely holds true for the character, so I like it. So yeah, I think that head sculpt actually came out looking very good. Going down the rest of the figure, so I think it was really cool they added all the chest hair and everything in there, so you get a very manly looking figure. And then we have the arms with the veins popping out, so very muscular and very heroic looking. And then what do we have there? Looks like a lion on his belt. That came out pretty cool. And the belt and the harness and everything like that actually came out really good. There's some good paint on there. And yeah, I like it. And a little bit of green missing there, but no big deal. But yeah, the belt came out looking really cool. And then the legs actually look just fine as well. pretty standard sculpt for pants. You got all the clips and harnesses and things like that. So yeah, actually, I think that's a really good looking figure overall. I like it. Very cool. And taking a look at the scale on Hercules, we can see that his man bun has got him tipped right there at about the 7-inch mark, so he is one of the taller Marvel Legends figures. We do have a head that can go side to side, can bury his chin, not too bad, can look up quite a ways. He does have shoulders that can come up, right about there. You do, of course, have rotation at the shoulders. You do have a bicep joint, double jointed elbows, and then you do have a rotation and hinge at each of the wrists. You have an ab crunch that can go down quite a ways, and it's not really too hindered by the harness there. Same thing going back, it's not really hindered, and it does go back quite a ways. You do have a waist rotation, legs that can come apart about that far, kick forward, backwards, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and you do have a up and down hinge and ankle pivot. And here we have the All-Father Wave Thor next to Hercules, and we can see quite a size difference between these two. This one being quite a few years old, and based on, I want to say it was 2011, an SDCC exclusive Thor that used this body mold. So I think it's about time maybe we get an updated Thor for some of the modern comics. And finally, here is the entire wave standing next to each other. We have Nighthawk, Living Laser, Captain America, Ebony Maw, the Armored Thanos Build-A-Figure, Hercules, Ronin, and Citizen V. And this is actually a pretty big-looking group here when you get them all side by side, but all in all, not too bad of a wave. And that about does it for this review, everyone. And overall, I think this Hercules figure was a very cool addition, especially for some updated Avenger displays and things like that. So I think it was well done. We get some decent accessories with the addition of the extra weapons and hands. And I think the sculpt and the overall look of this figure actually turned out really nice. So I think he is worth a pickup, and I think he's one of the better figures in the wave. But again, that is it for the review, so please hit that like button if you like this review, hit subscribe for more content just like this, and aside from that, thanks for watching my video, and have a great day.